Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Video Diary on the Farm. Another week. We've escaped this side of the country with Storm Eon very well. We haven't had a lot of rain, and certainly haven't had the winds they have in Ireland and over on the west coast. But yeah, we've got a busy week ahead. We're going to look at, we've got a, well, I won't say a rat problem, but we always like to keep on top of them, so we're doing filling some holes in and trying to get on top of the baiting a bit more in one of our sheds, as you'll see in the video. And yeah, and then we're on with we're going to be doing some demolition. We're going to be taking an old livestock building down, which you'll see later on. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, and you make it to the end. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Anyway, so we'll hopefully catch you again later. Doing a bit of rodent prevention. Like every farm, we've got rats on the farm, and we are trying to keep on top on them, regular baiting and that. But I had odd one getting to this shed, and they're getting underneath the corrugations there and getting up, so we're actually putting some concrete down to stop them. There's big gaps here, so we're going to do that and get a bit more in just to stop them. Holes. I mean, we have regular bait stations down with a regular rodent control person. Comes and does it, like everybody should have for their crop assurance. But we think they're coming from that old building there, so we're going to eventually get that stripped out, and we're going to take it down because we don't use it. That's the plan anyway. There we go, it's Rixing. Another load, a quality load. Well, the blooming thing stopped again. She's going. Well, we just arrived at the country park. Gonna get the digger offloaded. Got a bit of a job on. A bit dark at the minute, but the wood, what you can see in front of us in the lights, and in an earlier video we thinned some trees out in the field, and they're going for chipping, but the chipper can't reach them from where he is, because he has to stand on this hard standing here. Oops. He has to stand on this hard standing, so I've got to move them logs a bit closer to the fence. That's what I've got to do. So yeah, we'll get the digger unloaded, crack on, and you'll see a bit better in daylight. Right, daylight now. We've got to see better now what I'm on with. Yeah, there's a stock fence in here, and this is really soft in the field, so the wood chipper has to stand on there, and he's already had one load out, but he's struggling, or he will be struggling on his next load to reach, because they're all spread out up to here, which is too far for his crane obviously to reach. So I've got to tidy the stack up a bit and move it closer back to the fence again as best I can until he gets another load out. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. So this wood came from along this fence line in the distance. Them trees there, they were thinned out. There's some fallen ones. We did a few more around the some of the grass fields. If you look back on one of my earlier videos, you'll see when we did it. Can't remember the number, to be honest, but yeah, we had a big thinning job on. As you can see, I'm using a heavy duty land rake, which is really strong, well built, designed for grappling logs, thick things, ripping stuff out. It's one of the best purchases we've made this, along with this, the hydraulic thumb, which comes down on the control. So I'm going to grab this big one like that, bring the thumb shut on it, shifting lumps of wood like this, so we're not churning all the ground up. The good thing about this hydraulic thumb is when it folded back, you can see it is well out of the way of the buckets, and you can dig a narrow trench or anything with it. It's a really good bit of kit. Well, that's got it tidied up better now for when the chipper comes, whenever he comes. Might have to push a bit more in, but couldn't shift all that on top. So yeah, a lot more tidy now, so I can get to it. Yeah, quite a lot of wood there still, especially with all that around there. Job done. We're on with a bit of demolition today, next day or so. No pig shed. Anyway, I'm saying we filled all the holes in for that shed for rats in the corner, but we think there's a few under this concrete floor, which there will be. So what we're doing, we decided we don't use this shed because it's too low with the beams, so we're taking it down, and then we're going to dig the floor up, the concrete, because as you can see there's holes everywhere and rat runs potential anyway, so we want to make it tidy and eliminate the source for rats. That's what we're on with at the minute. We'll update when we start taking the roof off. We'll keep you posted. Right, so this is end of day one on the demolition front. Totally cleaned out, all them woods out what you saw, and the start taking the roof sheets off. So it's coming, and the wood's all in between to take down. Once we get to that stage, it'll be get the digger in and that, and pull them out and pull the stanchions out, because it's not safe climbing up, cutting off. I mean, you can see that. Look at that. Bolts are all rusted off, everything's rotted. So, yeah. Severe corrosion. It's past its best. Anyway, we'll do a bit more another day. The roof's coming off now. Looking different. Look at that. Yeah, all the roof tins off. All the trusses have been sawn off. So now it's ready for all the RSJs to be pulled out. Yep, we're cracking on now. Well, we're on the final throes now of the demolition. Just show you this while the digger's warming up a bit. Yep, got the roof trusses off, as you can see, and now we're just digging the floor up. So we'll soon get this loaded on, have it weigh. Not very thick concrete really. It's like a bit thin there. Then there's like these big brick slabs, like a stone floor underneath. Never seen them before, but yeah. Also the stanchions, what was in on the floor, they're not in, they're like raw bolted into the concrete. Yeah, find one. Well, this one's maybe a good example. Yeah, that's the RSJ there into like two bits of angle, and then there's these big bolts what go through. So that's how this shed was built in them days. But yeah, they're not taking a lot of getting out, as you can see. There's not a lot of concrete on them. well, that's it for this week's video diary on the farm. As you can see in the background, haven't quite got the job cleaned up on the site for the demolition, but there's only another trail load or so to go, so it shan't be too long. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. As always, if you have, please hit that like, share and subscribe, and hopefully we'll catch you again next week.